Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. Today we're looking at the brand new attacking operator who is called Ace. And Ace is actually a brand new hard breacher, and I would say that he brings the best points of both Hibana and Thermite together into a single operator. Now his loadout options are for primary weapons the AK-12 and the M1014 and the P9 pistol, along with breaching charges and smokes. So let's have a little chat about the fact he's got the AK-12, because this is a really good gun. Now normally it's on Fuse, who's a 3 armor, he's very slow, so you can't really take advantage of this weapon too well. Also it has the Russian ACOG, and as such, again, you can't use it quite as well as other weapons out there. But Ace has the AK-12, of course he's 2 armor, which means he can move around a lot more quickly, making this gun much more effective, but Ace also gets the NATO ACOG on it as well, which of course is a really good thing. And on Fuse, he still keeps the Russian ACOG, so this guy has a leg up on speed and having a better optic on the AK-12, which is a really good gun. But let's move away from that and talk about the gadget. So he's able to make a very large hole in a wall relatively quickly and relatively safely, which is a really good thing. So what you do is you've got this canister, you just run up to the wall, you've got 3 of them, which is brilliant. You throw it at the wall, it sticks to the wall, and then if it's breachable, this is if it's soft wall or hard wall, it will spread out, grab the wall and kind of pull it and compress it until it then breaks. And this thing then drops down, creates another one, and then drops down again and creates another one. So you end up with these 3 lines completing a big open hole. And as such, for me, it is like the best parts of both Thermite and Hibana, because you can do it at range. You also pull out your weapon right after you throw the canister, so you're not vulnerable for very long. And you can also customize the hole you make, because if you want, you can just let it do its thing and create 3 holes, or you can destroy one of the canisters so you just have a strip to shoot through. Or if you want, you can throw it at the bottom of a reinforced wall so that it pops the bottom where you can still kind of crawl in. But overall, it's great that this gadget can create a hole as big as a Thermite charge and is safer than actually using a Hibana charge, because he immediately gets his gun right up, whereas obviously with a Hibana you've got to have the gadget up, you've got to fire the gadget, then you've got to set the gadget off, then switch back to your primary weapon. So yeah, I love this damn thing, it's really cool. So let's talk counters. So first of all, bandit tricking is the best by far. You can do it just as easy as you can a Thermite charge and take it out, but when it comes to Kaid, I found that it was pretty much impossible to do. You'd have to know that it was coming beforehand, because the problem is when the charge actually goes off and destroys part of the wall, it'll also destroy gadgets around it as well. And when I would try a Kaid trick, it would actually end up destroying my Electro Claw. So of course that wasn't a good outcome for that. You can also counter it in other ways. So for instance, I think Jaeger's Active Defense takes it out, but also Wamai's Magnets take it out too. And that is by far one of the most interesting counters, because you can of course throw them outside and hide them, and as such you can grab the canisters. But the only thing is, he has 3 of them, so even if you put out say 2 magnets and manage to catch 2 of them, there's a good chance he's still going to have a third one which he can then get through the wall with. So it's not the best counter, and it's very hard to kind of get right. And of course, if they're being wise, they're going to be looking for these magnets anyway. So it's interesting and it's fun to do. I loved grabbing them in the magnet and destroying them, because I was taking away a good chunk of utility with that. But one of the simplest ways is just shooting it, or to impact grenade it, which is possible. So for instance, if say 1 strip has been created at the top and you've got a nice solid wall above that, throw an impact grenade up, it'll then destroy the other canister that has fallen down, and at least it'll stop them making a full hole that they can get through. But like I say, they could also just throw it at the bottom, create 1 strip that they can crawl in. So there's a lot of ways to use this and get around some of those counters. But Mute also stops it, which was a really big surprise. I wasn't expecting this. The Mute Jammer completely stops the gadget in its tracks. But of course, it doesn't destroy it. So as soon as the Mute Jammer has been dealt with, the charges will then fall down. So it's not the best of counter, but it's, it's as good as against like a Thermite charge. So it's definitely not the worst thing. At least if you have a Mute in the team, he can slow them down a little bit. Now let's talk about some other details of this gadget. So there is different ways to use it. We had a few instances where we actually managed to mount it sideways, but I don't know if that'll be a feature, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. I'll probably myth bust it in the test server when it's actually going up there, because that'll give me a better indication of if that is supposed to be a repeatable thing or not. You can also use it to destroy deployable shields, and you can also use it to destroy roof hatches, or just the floor itself if you want to make a hole, but any horizontal placement of this charge will only result in one of them going off, and if you want to go through a reinforced hatch, you need to use two of them. So that does use up quite a lot of utility, but still, it's not the worst thing. And even with just the one, you are going to make a hole that you can see down the hatch with, so that might be useful for you. So overall, my opinion of this guy after 3 days with him and having a lot of fun with him is that he's really good. Like, I think he's actually seriously good. I could even see them going down to 2 charges only instead of 3, because he seems like to me, he's better than Thermite, and he's also better than Hibana, because he brings the best parts of those two ops, like I've said many times, because that is really how I think about it. And he's also fun to use. So the gadget is nice and simple. You know, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to kind of get into a bad situation or kind of into threat basically when you use it, because you can throw it from range. You immediately have your primary weapon back up again, and it's easy to use. There's no kind of complexity to it, and as long as you maybe have a Thatcher or someone with you, then you're going to get through any reinforced wall that you want to, along with also having a very solid loadout as well. That AK-12 on him is great, especially with the NATO ACOG, and he also has smokes. So imagine on bomb, you just throw a smoke down, throw the gadget down, bust a hole in the wall, go in, defuse, get out, cover. Like, you can do that really easily with just him if you play it right. And of course, that's even better if you have a couple of buddies backing you up. So to me, this guy is maybe not a game changer because he does what we already have in the game already, but he is going to be, to me, an operator that gets picked a lot. Like, we've had a lot of DLC operators that have been coming into that low picked and kind of weak category. This guy, I think, is going to come in at a good position right off the bat. He's either really well balanced or he might be a little bit overpowered. We'll see how it kind of plays out. But either way, even if they do nerf him down to say 2 charges, he's still going to be really, really good. So anyway guys, that is my rundown of the new attacking operator. I've also got a video up on the defender, and then on the 6 News channel I've also got a rundown of the balance changes where they've messed around with different character loadouts and stuff like that, and I've gone through all the changes that are coming there. There of course will be even further ones, so I'll be covering the patch notes when they come out. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.